Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heroes of the Storm. We are in Blackheart's Bay with Murky. Murky, the Murloc! Alright, Blackheart's Bay. This one is a little bit difficult as Murky because there's really not a lot of places to hide. You've kind of got this area here in the center, but that's the obvious place. The only other real places to hide are behind vents, and there are a few here, and most of them are kind of here in the center that are very obvious. Same as up here or maybe down here with vision, and if the enemy gets the vision, they can see the egg. So we're going to try and build Tower Harassment. So we're going to go ahead and start off, honestly, this one's difficult because when I'm doing Tower Harassment, I'm usually hiding and trying to throw fish at towers. I'll get Demolitionist just in case I ever get a chance. But what I'm going to do is we're going to start off while everybody's team fighting. I'm going to go ahead and start doing damage to towers. I'm going to go actually hit this Demon Hunter if I got a chance, and I did not. Oh well, that's okay. A little bit of damage to a tower already. Let's go ahead and do it again. No one in the south, so I'm really not sure how to take this yet. Murky and Sergeant Hammer are a very odd pair that actually work well together. Two great tastes that taste great together! In the fact that Sergeant Hammer, being a siege engine herself, can siege up and hit towers beyond their range, just like Murky can. I don't really want to grab the balloons as Murky, but if I have to, I will. Alright. Go, 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 go! I'm gonna die so quickly. This isn't even funny. Whee! Run, Murky, run! Why do I have the doubloons? Why? Just for a while. Alright, now I didn't put my egg down, so that is the downside. I was kind of trying to do the early game poke, so that didn't really work out. So let's go ahead and do that now. Even though, let's make sure the enemy isn't here to kind of see me. They might be turning in. I don't know. Yep. There's Demon Hunter. Yeah, see, and she's going into the fog, so that's bad for me. Alright, let's hide up north. I'll continue to do harassment up north. So this creep up here, this golem, is typically not attacked early. It's typically not attacked very frequently at all until the enemy feels confident about taking him out, because he's very strong. So with that in mind, I'm going to put my egg up there and hope that the enemy doesn't think to go up there for some time. All I have to do is make sure that I watch my egg and see if it dies. And when it does, I will have to go and move it. And that's the big thing, is I pretty much know it's going to die. This map is very difficult to maintain an egg on because there's so few hiding spaces. No, you can see, I don't really know what's happening. There hasn't really been anyone holding the lanes properly. This is probably going to be one of the worst showings of my Murky build, but you know what? I'm going to have fun with it, because the truth of the matter is, this build that I go for Murky, which is the Tower Harassment, this is really more of a solo type thing. He's not going to kill it in time. Oh, maybe he is. Alright, so that means tougher fish is definitely going to be the things I want. Okay, I'm going to get out with a bang. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw this fish at the tower, and then I'm going to go ahead and die to the tower so that it has 2 pufferfish on it. Not 1, but 2 pufferfish. So one of the fish hit the tower. The other one was killed. But that's okay, because Malfurion now thinks I'm dead. And while I'm waiting for the fish to recharge, let's go up here. A little damage to these minions. Ah, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go away. Thank you. Yeah, this is really kind of a solo build where you go out and you just do as much havoc as you can against enemy structures. The idea is to basically push the enemy bases back without really needing to... to worry about your team pushing the objectives. If your team's having a hard time with the objectives, the idea is to basically even it out. If my team can't play the objective, which it seems like they can't right now, then the idea is for me to make up the difference. So we're not playing the objectives, we're not getting doubloons, so we're not killing towers. So therefore, I'm here to just kill towers. I will kill all the towers that we need. Hopefully. That's the theory. We'll see what happens. You can already see that I've already done quite a bit of damage here.
Looks like a hero has quit the
Alright, there we go. It's down. So we've got the first set of towers. Excuse me. Take that. Whee! Come into my towers! Yes, come into my towers. Alright, I'm trying not to die right away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play additional harassment. Alright, Wrath of Cod. I don't think I want that one. What I'm going to do is spawn egg cooldown reduced and egg health increased. So that way if it dies, I should be okay. Alright, so... Alright, what I'm going to do is throw the fish down and then use my bubble to intentionally die next to the tower. So she was able to take out one. Oh, she took out both. But as you can see, the what I wanted to do there was achieved. I was able to stop the barbarian from doing much else, and she had to focus on me. Now here I'm pushing back Malfurion. Now, I was hoping that that fish would blow up, and it didn't. But that's okay. Beautiful thing, too, is when you die, you reset the cooldown on these. What are they? The fountains. Oh.
You know what? Treasure for everybody, but mostly for me.
Alright. Come on. Ah, jeez. Trying to stop this. It's not quite working. As Murky. There we go. That's all I really needed. Okay, now if the enemy stops paying attention, like it seems they are, just go ahead and take out their healing fountain for now. This really works best if I have allies to distract them, because then they either have to focus on me or focus on my allies. Alright, we're going to get March of the Murlocs. Let's go ahead and just pop it out there now. Just might as well use it on cooldown as soon as possible. Good amount of damage. Let's go ahead and move out of the way here. Alright, I'm going to try and place this next one between the two. Yeah, that should hit both of them. So, not the most exciting or compelling gameplay, I'm sure, but you can see where the value in this lies. I am essentially pushing this side by myself. I'm not pushing back the minions too much. But I don't necessarily need to. I just wish I had kind of allies put, like, okay, Hammer's pushing forward on the south. That's like the perfect place right there for me to help push. Because if the enemy's focused on Hammer, I can start doing damage to the structures. And my damage plus Hammer's incidental damage will really be the killer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go south. Let's get past that real quick.
Well then, who's got the coin for me service?
Hammer's getting hit by stitches from behind. My egg is still up. Oh, here comes Demon Hunter. Alright, let's throw a fish. And then move into die. It's okay. I'm back up. Let's attack the top then. My Murloc ultimate is up. Because the idea is basically, even though down the bottom was not a good example. The idea is those times when they had to go attack the pufferfish, that would have been ideal if the enemy had to basically either deal with the pufferfish or deal with my allies. Alright, after respawning, I'm cloaked. I'm going to grab that one. I haven't really used this ability, but I can see the value in it, and I can see where it can be very powerful. Alright, let's go ahead and push this back. I'm actually surprised Malfurion didn't go and kill my egg. He should have seen very obviously where I was coming from. So there we go. There's one side of that down. Let's go ahead and make the tower stop targeting me. This is the danger of not being aware of your surroundings. The enemy team is really not watching to see where I'm coming from. But at the same time... Oh. Oh, hello. Okay, they're going to push up. Now watch this. They're going to push up. Oh, Demon Hunter's going to find me. Suffer! Haha. It's okay. Just look at that. Just look at that. Holy mackerel. I'm killing a tower behind its gates. So yeah, I mean, I can tell you guys all about the theory and how it's supposed to work. I mean, it would be better if I could really show it off. But I mean, the lanes were never really held in a standard manner. You know, we had no one at the bottom for the longest time. No one's been at the top. I mean, look at this. No one is pushing up top. As far as I can tell, no one's really going for the objectives. I mean, I'm not seeing... All the doubloon camps are up. The enemy team has turned in twice. They're turning in now, actually. There's a third team. Or 14. Yeah, that's the third time. So, the good news is if we ever turn in, because of the damage I've been doing to their towers, if we turn in, then you can see that... Excuse me. Let's go ahead and push that there. Excuse me, lads. I'm going to go ahead and push this puffer fish. Well, maybe if it's not on cooldown. Hello. Goodbye. Okay. Have a pufferfish. Alright, let's quickly, go quickly. They're not paying attention. Alright, pufferfish holds 2 charges. This is the important part of my build, because then I can just start doing a whole bunch of damage right away. Just go ahead and start doing it now. Yeah, you can see they're very quick cooldown. So you can't cast them back to back, so you can't make it so that the enemy has it's impossible for them to counter it. But you can do quite a bit. So I'm going to just start pushing each of these lanes as much as I possibly can. I could push towards their core, but what I'm hoping for is that... I did get Demolitionist, didn't I? I completely forgot I got Demolitionist. I don't normally run with Demolitionist, so my apologies. Hey, you want to kill me? Why don't you go kill that pufferfish instead? Or don't, and let it blow up on your tower. Sorry, I enjoy my job too much. Yeah, you know, even without me, my team should be able to do something, and I just don't think it's happening. I just don't. I'm really hoping we'll turn in, because with all the damage I've done to their towers... Let's just kill this healing fountain, get it out of the way. Oh, hi. Hello, Demon Hunter. Oh, nope, my cloak doesn't last that long. Try not to get seen by the Demon Hunter, shall we? My ultimate is back up. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. Oh, nope, I missed it. Oh, one of them went off. No, my ultimate did go off. Demon Hunter's having to deal with that. Demon Hunter died! Did Demon Hunter stand into my ult? Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, those towers are down. Let's start working on these towers, shall we?
I suggest we take this mission.
Unfortunately, I have to wait for the cooldown regardless, even if it's got charges. So right now I can't fire 2 at a time. And that's okay. That's all I needed to do. So what I'm going to do is, Malfurion saw me, so now I'm kind of moving around. I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to use the 2 charges I built up while running away from him to kill this tower. Uh-oh. Demon Hunter found me out. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to ultimate it. Alright, let's go in and intentionally die. That keep is at 50% health. Oh, man. Ready for this? Here we go. Kill that tower. And damage that one. Alright, I don't even need to kill the second tower. Let's start working on the keep. Alright, the line has seen me, so let's go ahead and draw them away, and then make them ignore me. This is really all I can do. I hate to say it. I mean, I'm hoping we get to level 20 before the enemy team wins. Alright. Demon Hunter's up, so let's move out. Demon Hunter looks like she's going to chase. Let's move around. I'm just going to keep moving. This is like the only thing I can do is hit and move, hit and move. My ultimate is almost up. Now that it's up, let's go ahead and kill the keep. And let's go ahead and put a 3rd puffer on it. And I die. There we go. And that's that for that one. Alright. Time to push down this way. Just doing everything I can to take out these keeps. Alright, here we go. Finally. Never-ending Murlocs. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, there goes the enemy team up north. Let's push past. I've got the never-ending Murlocs, so when my ultimate comes up in 18 seconds, I will start pushing. Come on, 8 seconds. Just kind of waiting. We're playing the wait. Kind of playing the waiting game at this point. We go Murky. And I just circle right around, ignoring the Demon Hunter. And that's 3 pufferfish and a bunch of Murlocs. That's 2 keeps down. I have killed 2 keeps by myself. I would like to point this out. Alright, with that, I'm going to actually ignore that upper area now, and I'm going to start working on this lower area. We haven't even turned in once. If we turn in, we've got this. All we need to do is turn in. If my team can just play the bloody objective. They're not. There's doubloon creeps that haven't been touched. The enemy team is consistently just... You would think that because I'm distracting a couple of them, that my team could manage this, but they just don't seem to do it. But that's okay. It's okay. We're slowly... Let's go ahead and get past you so I can do this. Alright, he will destroy that one. That's okay. Alright, I'm going for the core. That's it. We can't suffer another turn-in. If the enemy team turns in 1 or 2 more times, we're done. I have my never-ending Murlocs ready. I'm going to start hitting the core. Alright, that's what I needed. The Murlocs are going out. Stitches is trying to fight me, but he's having a hard time with my Murlocs on him. Look at that. 25% damage to the core in 1 ultimate. I dare say Murky might be just a little bit overpowered. Oh, ignore me, please. Ignore me. 46 seconds. Come on, guys. Turn in. Just turn in anything. Oh no, I got killed by Stitches. I need to get closer. I need to get closer. This needs to happen. Let's see if I can't let's see if I can't just put my egg down below. Because this will allow me to move in through the south, because Stitches is kind of moving through the north now. Enemy team has been turning in, but it's like at the point where turn-ins aren't as important. Let's just put the egg here. And let's get out of here. Okay, hold on. Nope, I see 2 enemies. 3. Okay, 3 of them in the southern gate. So that's just it. See, the enemy is kind of playing somewhat defensive, and Stitches is right behind me. That's okay. My ultimate is up. Alright, yep, they're trying to stop me. That's okay. Let's go ahead and get going with my ultimate in play. There it goes. See, what I think needs to happen is I think my ultimate needs to be interrupted at that point. I'm gonna be honest with you, I should have to channel it before it goes off. Now, I don't want for it to get interrupted and to go on cooldown. That would be too much of a nerf. But I do believe Murky needs to be nerfed in the sense that that ultimate should only really be going off if he can cast the whole thing. There have been several times there where I didn't cast the whole thing and it still went off. So yes, I would like to see that change happen. Now, it may be possible that the towers need to attack pufferfish. Because honestly, being able to do this without retaliation might be a bit much. Now, if my minions are attacking, then it makes sense. Because then the towers have to choose between my pufferfish and the minions. It's going to go after the minions. Yep, see, they're starting to defend now. I've got 5 seconds on my ult. Aw, he killed me. Oh, they found my egg. They finally found my egg. I gathered 86% of my team's experience. Well, damn. I should have been paying attention. But hey, they finally wised up. Now, here's the downside. I could put my egg by the golem. I'm not sure I want to do that. The enemy team is basically at the point where they need the golem to do a really strong push. Actually, no, they don't. They just need to turn in. So they might ignore the golem. So putting it back up by the golem might still be a viable position to put myself in. I don't know yet. I just know that if we could please turn in, like, look at this, the barbarian has a whole bunch to turn in. If they could work together, I just don't know. I mean, I can't really help them too much. I could throw my army of the Murlocs. I suppose that would work. I could hold them off with an army of Murlocs. I don't know. I did 25% damage to their core, but the core has slightly healed since then. The downside is, by the time I can kill that core by myself, then the enemy team will probably just win by turning in. Because really, all that's left is our core. All it takes is one turn in to kill the core. The cannonballs completely destroy the core from the beginning. Now, man, we're at 80%. It's gone up 5%. The demon or the barbarian just respawned. I don't want to. Damn it, demon hunter.
Your enemies destroyed a key.
Trying to be very careful here. Alright. There it goes. That's all I needed. It will still do damage. Demon Hunter was very smart. She came back. This is just it. Like, I should be distracting at least one of their players every so often. And that means that they're not always able to actively attack my team. Alright, let's go. And goodbye, tower. Oh, so close. Oh, my egg is broken. Alright, no, that's it. They found the egg, but they didn't go for the golem, oddly enough. See, what they need to do is that they just turn in. If we just turn in, we can win it. Alright. If we got one set of doubloons, just one. No, they got the golem. That's the thing. They have nothing. They have nothing. We turn it in, we win. Three doubloons wins it. 3 doubloons wins this. Oh my god. Come on, someone just needs to play the objective. 3 freaking doubloons. Actually, we probably wouldn't win it. I'm going to be quite honest, we probably wouldn't. There are a few residual structures. That one's still up. Well, Sergeant Hammer is actually doing a good job of taking those out. So, it's possible. We just really need someone to turn in.
Hope you're in the mood for some treasure, matey.
The enemy team is pushing hard. Come on. I won't do it in time. I won't manage it in time. It's too late. Come on, turn those in, Hammer. Turn those in. The core is down to 55%. I'm going to very quickly go in there and push an ultimate on it. If I can get my ultimate on the core... Nope, too late. That was... Now, I'm going to be honest. That was pretty close. Because the turn-in that we just did would have won the game for us. If we would have done it sooner. Like, I was really focused on pushing their base. If anyone on my team would have turned in even once, we would have won that match. And that's the downside, is we did not get a single turn-in on the objective. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm sitting here thinking like, man, that should have been a victory. We really should have won that. Just even one. Even one. All you have to, you don't have to turn in a whole bunch of coins at once. Just turn in 1 or 2 at a time. 3 coins was all that we needed for victory. And if I would have gone and pushed and threw my ultimate out there, there was no way it was surviving. No way in hell that that tower would have survived. That was a half-hour game, though. And ultimately, we didn't do too bad. Minus the fact that my team just really didn't push that objective at all. Now, again, you might say, well, you didn't help them. But again, Murky's not a team fight character. Now, I could have gone in there and thrown up my March of the Murlocs when they went to turn in. But honestly, the March of the Murlocs was more effective pushing on the towers and destroying keeps each time I had a chance to use it. I wanted to use that thing on cooldown. Now, I was having a difficult time because the enemy was being smart. They started hunting me. But at the same time, you saw that even that, I was able to outmaneuver them at times, still put damage onto their towers, and push them back. But what this meant was that any given time, 1 or 2 of their players was looking for me and not fighting my team. That's a distraction. And that is something that should have helped them win the team fights at the center. If 1 or 2 of their guys are fighting me, they don't have me, but they don't have one of those enemies to deal with either. So they should have been able to manage that. But quite honestly, what probably happened is the enemy team just fought better. Because honestly, judging from the fact that my team really didn't even start with a standard lane setup, they didn't have anyone at the bottom, they didn't have anyone holding any lanes. I mean, honestly, I was looking at the lanes as I'm taking out towers, and there's no one holding, like, I'm fighting alone in a single lane as Murky. No one was there to support me, to try and help me. So I just ignored the minions and started killing towers. I mean, it kind of worked. So we didn't have a standard lanes. Honestly, what probably happened is most of the people on my team just really don't understand the game. I mean, we probably had one because I think one of them was saying, guys, you need to play the objective, but that was about it. And that's not bad. I mean, that's fine. But as you can see, that just means that that game became all that much more tense. Very tense. I mean, at the very end, I was kind of just kind of shaking a little bit, like, we need to turn it in, we need to do that. Oh, man, if my egg wouldn't have died on that second death, if I would have realized my egg was down for that second death, might have been able to do things a little bit differently. Maybe do the turn-ins first. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to kill the doubloon camps, to be honest with you, because Murky is fairly weak without the talents that allow him to do more damage to minions. I didn't pick that up. But obviously I know now that he can do a decent job. Just to throw a couple of the pufferfish in the poison, and he can usually take them out. I just didn't want to die in the middle of killing a doubloon camp. So that's why I didn't go after them. But now I know I could handle that, so I might be able to do that next time I see we only need a couple coins. I just think it's really sad that the entire game we didn't get a single turn in. A single ship. We did get turn in. We had 7 out of 10 needed for our very first turn in, and that would have won us the game. My God. That game went up to level 25. Maximum level is 30 now, by the way. Not bad. I enjoyed it, honestly. I enjoyed it. The sad thing is, though, I think this kind of proves my point that Murky is a little bit overpowered when it comes to this. Just because we nearly won on the fact that I alone destroyed their towers. I was the only one really pushing tower. I did all the damage to the enemy base, practically. So does that mean Murky is too powerful? He may well be. I think his ultimate needs to only be cast when he finishes the channel. I think it needs... There's a problem with this game and channeled abilities getting cancelled. Is they go on cooldown the moment they start sometimes. If they fix that and then make it so that the ability only casts when it's fully channeled, then that would be good, because there were times there that the enemy killed me as I was channeling, and I'm pretty sure they should have been able to stop the channel from going off. But the ultimate still went forward. So that I would say. Again, the idea that maybe the tower should attack pufferfish. Now, what that would mean is I'd have to fire more pufferfish, because I'd make the tower eventually run out of ammo. Other things. Maybe a slight increase in respawn time on the egg. The 5-second respawn time works for people like Diablo, because he has to get a huge amount of resources for that to happen. Murky gets it all the time. Now, any of these fixes I'm suggesting, I'm not saying do them all at once. I'm saying these are anything that you could probably do one at a time to see if they would fix him. But obviously you don't want to nerf Murky all at once, because if you do that, then he becomes useless, because the big thing about him is that ability to die frequently and then come back and be harassment. They may need to even out his damage a little bit. I'm starting to think maybe if they took a little bit of his damage to towers away and add more of that damage to players, so that he could be kind of a little bit of decent at both, but not be great, then he might feel a little better. Just because, again, I mean, look at how much damage my ultimate plus a couple the pufferfishes do to those towers. It's pretty insane. It's almost obscene. But anyway, that's Murky, and that is the anti-tower build. That a little bit different from what I normally run. I don't normally do the cloaking, but I actually kind of like that. That was pretty nice. I normally do, I think it's Tougherfish, and Tougherfish probably would have been a better choice because the enemy was taking out my Pufferfish several times during this match. So the cloaking, while it did serve my purposes for a few run-ins, probably not the one I would still continue to use, because the enemy ended up finding my egg anyway. But as you saw, Blackheart's Bay, very difficult for a Murky to keep his egg hidden, because there are just very few, very obvious hiding spots for that egg. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for watching the Heroes of the Storm. I'll see you on the next one.